Time to swap out those busted pre-runner lights. I like my pre-runner lights, but they didn't last as long as I would hope they would. In about a year, the LEDs started burning out, primarily on the driver's side of the LED. This one's got a little bit of a black spot here, dead on the left, dead on the left, dead on the left. This one flickers here as well. So Oracle does warranty these, although they sent me a new set, but I'm paying shipping on that. So if you're going to stand behind your products, Oracle, if you're listening, you might as well eat the shipping. Otherwise, you're not really standing behind your product. But anyway, we're going to give it another shot, see how they last, and if not, I'm going to have to go with something else. But these are the pre-runner lights. I think they look pretty cool. They're amber, very easy to install. I just have to take the grill off, and I think I can use the original harness the way I have it and just replace the little lines that go to the pre-runner lights themselves. It should be pretty simple. Once I install my steel bumpers and winch, removing the grill is going to be a larger job, so I really hope this is the last time I have to tackle this. Removing the grill is very simple. You lift out the 6 fasteners that are along the top perimeter of the grill. This involves using a trim tool or a screwdriver to lift up the center section and then just lift up the rest of the fastener after that. I'll put links in the description for the tools and materials that I'm using. And by the way, this is neither a paid review nor endorsement, and I paid for these lights with my own hard-earned money. Once you have the top fasteners out, you'll just need to pop out the grill. It has a little retention clip in the top corners and then a series of little clips along the bottom that you'll have to pop out. The direction of pull will be straight forward away from the Jeep. Here's a closer look at those clips along the bottom that you'll be releasing. When I initially installed these pre-runner lights, I routed them along the top of the grill so they're not visible through the grill itself, and they stay out of the way when you're trying to pop the grill back on. I just made sure that when I ran the wire along the bottom of the headlight that I had enough of the wire sticking out so I could at least lift the grill either away from the Jeep or lean it forward to work on it again. Here's the wire loom that I used over the harness, and it runs to the battery. I decided to use an add-a-circuit fuse holder that I can just plug in, and I'm running it to fuse location F52, which is the cigar lighter. This is a 20 amp fuse, and it's always good to tie into circuits that aren't critical. If there was a problem and this fuse blew while I'm driving, big deal, no cigar lighter. So make sure to disconnect that before you do any more wiring to the lights. So here I'm just disconnecting, or actually removing, the electrical tape that I was using to bind this all together to expose where the pre-runner lights plug into the harness from Oracle. The Oracle wiring harness has 3 wires coming off that are of equal length to go to the pre-runner lights. I decided to shorten these as they would go to the lights, as to make a nice, neat wire along the top of the grill. I just looped this together. I didn't cut it apart and reconnect it, and it stays tidy. And between mud, plenty of water crossings, and daily driving, the electrical tape has held up just fine. I didn't really have any concerns there. But when I do reconnect these, I'm actually going to put some shrink wrap onto the connections to make sure that they don't come apart and give them a little bit more water protection as well. These lights just zip tie in place, which makes it really great because they don't damage the grill. It also makes them easy to remove. So I think the design of the lights is nice. I think the overall quality feels good. Just the longevity is something that I have a concern about. I don't really have any other experience with Oracle lighting, so I'm kind of curious to see what you think about Oracle and if they are reliable or if this is typical of their quality and dependability. And now I'm just zip tying the new lights in place, and I'll be fitting shrink wrap to the light end of the wire to slide onto the connection after it's made. I'll shrink it down with a little mini torch, and then I'll use a little bit of electrical tape to keep the wires neat and tidy in place. So I hooked up the lights, plugged in the fuse, and I have some uniform lighting again. So now I'm just sliding the heat shrink onto the connector to shrink down. And using the mini torch to carefully melt the heat shrink. Final routing for the wiring will be along the top of the grill, and there's a piece of electrical tape behind each wire junction to keep it nice and tidy. The wires will also run around the top and the outside of the headlamp, just because there's a little bit of a gap there that will accommodate the wiring without causing any pinching. So just double check to make sure everything's clear, and you'll be able to push the grill back into place, going straight back to the Jeep to get the clips engaged. And the fasteners that go along the top of the grill, just make sure everything's extended. Push the fastener into the hole and then push the middle section down. And a quick before and after, and I'm happy. We'll see how long it lasts.